Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your Astroflower reading for the week going from the 5th through to the 11th of June. Joyous June. Oh, there's two cards that want to come out. Do they both want to come out? Yes, they do. Oh my word, look at that overall energy here. There's offerings in here for happiness. So the Sun is the first card, top card, and the Knight of Cups is the second card. So this is the overall energy here. I think the vibration around you is offering its best, basically, and it wants the best for you as well. So you may be getting, opportunities that come your way, and this could be on the relationship front as much as within the financial side of things. But whatever it is, it's kind of make you sort of sit there and kind of go, really? Okay, that's good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's try that. Or let's not try that. Don't want to overwhelm you, as it were. But it's definitely based upon that. I'm also picking up difficulties here. So, it could be a mixed bag here. It could be a case that the energy here is trying to say to you, look, don't get involved in the arguments that doesn't really serve you anything, that doesn't help you out. Oh, lovers on your relationship side, so that's quite nice. Your karmic message here is to, yes, obviously for some of you, it could well be you could be on a mission to find a new love. It could be engaging with your existing partner in a new way. It could be engaging with yourself as well, in a way that you love your life and you love your relationships that are around you, your collective, sort of family and friends, and sort of get into being, when you're being with these people, really loving being with these people. That's maybe, it's a way of sort of, maybe the message here that is on this one, the Knight of Cups, is a case of, there is also possibly an aspect of that where you bring this gift of happiness to your world around you. And it's feeling a lot lighter about life, basically. Feeling a lot lighter about life. Falling in love with life. You have the Devil after that, which is coming in from the universe. The Devil can be a bit about being obsessed about something, or an addiction or something like that. That's one of the possibilities. Another possibility is the fact that the Devil doesn't lie to you, so it's going to give you some truths, which you'll like, depending on your situation, but it looks like it's going to be very nice. But the Devil also sort of is the light bearer and brings that light to you that allows you to see the possibilities within your relationships. I don't get the obsessive side of it. The only obsessive side I'm getting, really, and I'm trying not to make everything positive, especially, it's just coming out like that. I think it's like you've got to be obsessive about I think the universe is trying to tell you to be obsessive about your happiness and falling in love with your situation and the people that are around you. That's what, it's, that song, if you can't be with the one you want, love the one you're with. Do you understand what I mean? It's a similar sort of situation like that. So, whatever situation you find yourself in, fall in love with it, basically. That's what I'm getting more than anything else. Sorry, I've got the Five of Wands upside down. So, yeah, I don't read upside down cards, but not in the general reading, because it can get far too complicated for people, I think. Trying to help you out more than anything else. And the Five of Wands, yeah, it can be about conflict, so that could well be tied into that negative side of the Devil. It depends on, on what you're living. And this is a general reading, obviously, and you must take away from it according to what you're living at the moment. But the Five of Wands there is also a factor of learning process, but it's a learning of stepping out of a situation. And this is where I've come back to that idea there that there's obviously something that's grating under the surface there, You know, moving on from a situation, a paradigm or reality that is a little bit conflictual, and you really haven't got your place there anymore. And it's like, it's not like you're sort of saying, I don't like you, I'm walking away. It's not that. It's just sort of saying, I'm actually going to go towards my happiness. I'll speak to you later, or I'll see you soon. You know, sort of scenario. And you will see him again soon. But you're that person there. You're that person there, basically. That's that person in there in that scenario. Where you've extracted your wand out of the situation in order for you to follow your passions. And that's what the Lovers is all about, falling in love with yourself. I think it's probably more a case of that, really. Falling in love with your situation, the people that are around you, that you want to be with, basically, and not with any situations that are causing you grief. Okay? In your future self, you get the Five of Cups. Disappointment is what normally comes with the Five of Cups. But it's also, it's a case of letting go of a social situation where you've got those Three of Cups there, which are sort of, they've been spilt, which the Three of Cups is all about sort of like celebration, sociably, networking, meeting with friends and everything like that. But you've actually got those Two of Cups, which is just behind you, which also ties into that Lover's card. So there's something that needs to get addressed on this side, and I think it's to do with you. I think you've got to decide what really floats your boat, basically, Sagittarius. And I wouldn't get involved with anything that doesn't really just sort of stick with you and kind of goes, yeah, I like that. Because the moment you realise that, and you've got those Two of Cups out the back of that card there, you know, behind that person, you've got that bridge going over to a whole new perspective, basically. And it's yes, and we can always look on things in the past and say we could have done better. We can all look at that. And I think here is a case of, for your good selves, is going towards something that sort of, it's much more in tune with yourself. If I was to sort of say there's, you know, you need to get in there and fight for the situation. No matter how you read it, you're always going to come out in that sort of like, even if you go back in there and you fight for that situation, I think you'll be disappointed. So I think I would allow the overall energy to flow through you, to allow you to fall in love with your life, to see what is truly possible for you with that Devil card. And then this is your guides here trying to sort of say to you, extract yourself from that dimension that's just conflictual. And yes, it might cause disappointment for the moment, but once you start heading on to newer climbs, you will reconnect with those people in the future on different situations, on different circumstances, which all of a sudden is going to make life really good for you. And we got the Three of Cups. So I'm talking about those Three of Cups there. On this side here, on the relationship side, they sort of spent. But on your financial side, there's a lot of networking to be done. Really getting involved with your path, with your karmic mission, and connecting with other people that are around you. There's quite a few signs that have had that in that position as well, that Three of Cups. And the Two of Cups has also been coming out loads for everybody. So yeah, I think your karmic missions on your material side, because this is your material side, I think it's a case here of, you know, networking and enjoying your networking, enjoy working. And I think that will then free you up and make you, it will be easier for you to disconnect from that side, because the overall energy here is trying to sort of say, bring your happiness to the party, you know. It could also be offerings of happiness into your life. And I think it's more on the financial side than anything else. Page of Wands. Page of Wands, and he gets the white pebble. The universe is encouraging you here to explore your passions and the fire that you have really inside you, Sagittarius, within your career path. And just seeing what works, what doesn't work, what actually, and in order to do that, you do have to connect with other people or situations. And it could well be a celebration of a job that's coming in. This could tie into the Knight of Cups and playing into a job or promotion or opening a business or so forth. But whatever it is, the universe is sort of saying to you, explore your passions within the field that you find yourself. I say within the field, not that field, obviously. Your guides here are sort of saying this is a new path for you. I think it stems out of those passions that you can play with. And the world card as well is everything comes from the world. So you have in this new cycle here, it's joyous June, is opening up you to that happiness that you can have within your life. And then you've got the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords, this is the forward thing of what's happening in the future. You've got that Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is about cutting through the mists that are hiding the stars, basically. And what it does is, if you imagine like you've got a big sword and it's a misty or a cloudy night, and you cut the clouds and you can just see one or two stars, and then the clouds reform over that cut and everything like that. So you're getting glimpses like ideas in a way. And, you know, within you, stimulating your mental process and the things that is going on in your life. You've got to try and convert those ideas that you can see faint, you know, off in the distance. And this is a new cycle within you, and this connecting with other people, where you can see these ideas, and the idea is trying to bring it down and bring it into reality. And this could tie into those offerings up there. On your workspace, I think concentrate on your workspace, if I was you at the moment. You know, and it seems like there's a lot of possibilities. A whole new world sort of opening up for you. Hermit, okay? So hang on a second. What did I just say about the Page of Swords? Page of Swords, excuse me, I'm just going to find a place to put my cards. Page of Swords, opening the sky, seeing the stars and stuff like that, yeah? The Hermit has gone up that mountain through those clouds and had to go by one step after another. Seen his shadow side, seen all the dark side of him and everything like that. And he's got to the top. The mountain can be seen as an obstacle as much as an objective. And when the Hermit goes around both sides, goes all the way around it, so he knows that mountain. And when he gets to the top of the mountain, because he knows that mountain, he can use the power of that obstacle or that objective in order to project him, in order to take a star and put it in his lantern. And this is exactly what I'm saying about the Page of Swords. So converting those ideas into reality in your life, within your material world, will really help you out. And I think it leads out from your passion. On your relationship side, as I said, I think you need to extract yourself from a reality that doesn't correspond to you anymore. And yes, I do believe it is disappointing for you, maybe for them as well. I don't necessarily see it as like a separation per se. I just think it's a changing of a situation that is in your life in regards to your relationships. And it could be that you are progressing on your career path, which is changing the situation within your relationship side. So you know, I just think there's something. I think you've got to fall in love with yourself again. Start with falling in love with yourself before you fall in love with someone else, I guess. That's what we always say, isn't it? I think so. So, you know, don't be hard on yourself, and don't be hard on the people that are around you. Everyone's trying to get through. Everyone's trying to do the best they can, you know. So, yeah, be gentle to yourself, I'd say, more than anything else. Be very gentle to yourself. Let's see what's going on with the overall energy here. You get the Five of Cups again. Disappointment. I think it's because these new offerings that are coming in and this happiness that is actually overflowing to you is pushing out that situation. And it will, part of it, it's like a yin-yang scenario. if you want the white, you're going to have to accept, the dark. If you want the light, you're going to have to accept the dark. That sort of thing. And there is also light in the dark and dark in the light. It's realizing that sort of thing within you, I think, this week. With the Lovers card, you get the Queen of Cups. I think it is you bring your love to the situation. And I think that will just naturally extrude you from something, from a situation within your relationships. And as I say, it could be family, could be friends, could be, your partner. It could just pull you out of a situation. As I say, I don't think it's separation, like you're going to turn around and sort of say, oh, don't ever want to see you again. I don't think it's like that at all. I just think it's like a situation that just doesn't correspond to you more than anything else. With the Devil card, you get the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, the start of something new. And this brings you in a bit of luck as well. So home truths, I think you're going to learn a lot of truths about yourself and about the situations that are around you. With the Five of Wands, you get the Temperance card. Patience, as I said, patience with yourself and patience with everyone that is around you. I think that's the main thing that's playing in here for you. And there's no situation is one person's fault. Everyone has their ingredient to add to the cake mix. With the Five of Cups, you get the Four of Pentacles. This is maybe what you've got to learn. In order to really fall in love with yourself or with someone else, or with a member of, fall back in love with your family, with your friends or whatever, and you've got to express it. That's what the Queen of Cups is all about. You're expressing this sort of love in life. In order to do that, you've got to let go of certain things. And I think that's what that disappointment. Let go of the idea of being disappointed in other people. Let go of being disappointed in yourself. It's a learning curve. Don't be disappointed, learn. And once you learn, you won't be disappointed by that again, because you won't find yourself in that situation again, basically. So yeah, be wise of how you spend your money. Talking about being wise about how you spend your money. Six of Pentacles comes out here on the karmic message on your material side of life. Yeah, fair exchange. And that fair exchange starts at home with you. There's no doubt about it. And then once you are in a good place, then you can then provide for situations or for people that you think that you would like to provide for, and there's other situations that you sort of, you give your time, your money or your effort to situations that you kind of think, it's a little bit like charity in a way, sort of kind of going, I don't necessarily agree with what you're doing, but you want to do it, so go ahead and do it, sort of. So you don't really invest a lot of time into it. But in another situation, you probably invest a lot of your time and effort and money or whatever. But first things first is making sure that you get, you are okay. Once you're okay, anything extra you can share about. With the page of Wands, isn't it? Yeah, sorry. Without your passion, you get the Five of Pentacles. This is quite interesting because over here, this way here, there is a certain disappointment here. And you've got the Four of Pentacles up here, and it does run through a little bit. So you get the Six of Pentacles, and then you get the Five of Pentacles. I think the universe here is sort of saying, learn about your passion. It will expose some of your weak sides in your life, but that is good because then you can know what you need to network in order for you to be stronger. So if I was, let's say I was a really good cook. I am a really good cook. No. Let's just say I was a really good cook, but I was hopeless at serving people. And someone else was really good at serving people, and they were a hopeless cook. Together, we could maybe do a little bit of a restaurant. But learning that about being hopeless at something, all of a sudden you realise you've got to find someone who's good at what you're hopeless at. And that's what I feel out of this sort of situation. It's throwing your passions out there, and this is why you seem to get the white ball here. You know, the light pebble. It's like you're sort of saying, you're trying things out and realising, you know, where you need help, basically. In that new cycle that's happening, this new cycle that's happening in your life, you get the Eight of Pentacles. Good work done. And I think that ties in with your Page of Wands as well, your passions. You're in that situation because you've done the good work, basically, and you've created this whole new cycle. And this could be a job promotion, as much as a new job, or as much as starting a business or an increase in your business aspect. It's all of that. And how do you convert those ideas? 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands with the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, I think it's here is kind of like, you've got, and you're very good at this, Sagittarius, working out very quickly what is worthwhile. So don't take on too much. That's what it's sort of saying. You know, not everything that glitters is not gold, as they say. So you do need to be a little bit wary of that. And that the Hermit knows about that. And you get the Ace of Swords at the top there, which gives you that clear vision, that clear insight to where you're going and what you want in life. And it's almost like a victory in the sense that you're opening up the possibilities and you're going to feel like, yes, I'm getting on, I'm moving on. I'm following that star that is in my lantern. I'm following my dreams and aspirations. It's a massive, massive learning curve actually this week for you, I think. A real sort of like, oh, right, okay. So be gentle with yourself, as I said, and be gentle with other people that are around you. But overall, you've got it going on and it's got to move on. That's what I feel. In all, it's got to, you can't stop there. You've got to keep going, as it were. That's the overall energy that I'm getting from it. So there you go, Sagittarius. An interesting week. Everyone's had that week, by the way. It's a bit of a learning curve. And it's really weird. I was saying that joyous June and everything like that. I think we're learning how to be joyous again. That's what it feels like. I think there's a lot of realization within this week where people are realizing how to be joyous. So, yeah, very interesting, very weird, very, weird in the sense that all the signs seem to be getting this sort of like overall message for this week here. But it's got good possibilities within your life here. Very good possibilities, especially with that overall energy. The Lovers, the Three of Cups, the World. You know, there is something that needs to be dealt with, but I think you're going to deal with it beautifully, Sagittarius. So there you go. Don't forget, you do have your monthly reading coming out. And on the 11th, Sunday the 11th, I will be doing that combined reading with Veritas Tarot, with Victoria. Full links in the description below to an explanation video of what we're doing. Well, we will be answering questions and etc. On that time. So I will see you over there for that. Obviously, I will see you for your solstice reading, which is a 3-month reading coming out next week. Much love to you. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.